Teresa does. That's what I'm saying. And in that instance, I don't think she would have been wrong either. Jackie did make an analogy about Gia that was completely unnecessary. And I just don't believe that Teresa has forgotten that. And I will tell you what I think my take on that is. And I've seen it done before on the show. I think that Teresa sees that Jackie is desperate to gain her full-time position back on the show. I think that Teresa is very well aware of that. And Teresa is at odds with Melissa, and Teresa is at odds with Margaret. So Teresa, right now, in my opinion, because this is convenient for her, is welcoming Jackie with open arms. But at the same time, in my opinion, guys, what I think Teresa is doing, I think that she is purposely isolating Jackie from the rest of the group. So by them like being seen together and talking so nice about each other and just like going to each other's Thanksgiving parties and holding hands and acting like they're just like, bosom buddies and that kind of stuff, that's enough for Margaret and for Melissa, who are watching from the sidelines, to just be like, ugh, this is just too much for us. We can't, right? And now, like, we're done with Jackie. We don't even want her back, because the fact that she's willing to cross over like that without any integrity, as if she didn't have all of these problems with Teresa, it's kind of nauseating, right? So in my opinion, Teresa is purposely isolating Jackie from the rest of the group. And then once Jackie feels that she is completely secure and that she has this strong relationship with Teresa, Teresa will say, bye-bye. Remember what you did to my daughter? Do you remember what you said? I have no use for you. And now you have no team to play for. Nobody wants to play in the sandbox with you anymore. You're on your own. Goodbye. And I think she'll be done at that point. And if you guys don't believe me, it's just my theory, guys. But just look at the pattern here. Teresa has done exactly this to her cousin. Everything was fine at some point in time. She was just like, oh, everything is great. But then she came back from prison, and then she did not speak to them, and she made an alliance with her brother and Melissa and said, you guys, if you want to have a relationship with me, you better stick by me and not give those guys that much attention. And then Joe went to the meeting with his sister to talk to Kathy and Rosie, and that was the last time that we have seen them on our screens. And I believe that she did the exact same thing to Kim D. Kim D will say it. In fact, she has said it over and over. When she didn't have any use for her anymore, she said, you know what? I don't need to be seen with you, and you're going to be on your own, and you're not going to have a team or anyone to film with, because you kind of have like this destroyed all of these relationships around you. So that's really what I believe that she's doing right now. Because let's be honest here. Jen Aiden, she's really for Teresa. That's who she's protecting. Dolores, she is not really Jackie's friend. In my eyes, in earlier seasons, I didn't see Dolores really liking Jackie that much. They could say whatever they want to say and be like, we're good now, but I don't really believe that Dolores protects Jackie like that. I think that Dolores is kind of annoyed by her and will protect Teresa at all costs. So now, if Jackie is isolating herself from Melissa and isolating herself from Margaret, chances are Rachel Fuda will probably not have Jackie's back either. So at the end of the day, I think Jackie is putting herself in a very sticky situation with Teresa. And it would be interesting to see how it all plays out next season. Another thing that I thought was interesting, at some point in time, do you guys remember at the end of last season when Melissa shared the text messages from Jacqueline Loretta to Jackie Goldschneider, and what Jacqueline Loretta had to say about Teresa to Jackie Goldschneider? Well, Melissa read a little extract of that on TV. But if you went to the blogs or if you went on social media, there were more text messages between Jackie Goldschneider and between Jacqueline Loretta. And in one of those messages, Jackie even texted, I believe it was to Jacqueline Loretta, that she thought deep down inside that Teresa was low-key, I'm not even going to say the word because, with everything that is going on right now in the world and the war and all of that, I don't even want to put that out there. But this is something that, and I'm not saying that I believe that about Teresa. I do not believe that Teresa is that whatsoever. But Jackie did. And she called Teresa a horrible name, a horrible label, actually, that could be career ending. And if you are looking for a hint, just think of what Siggy called Margaret in Italy, and you will know what I'm talking about. So how do you go from thinking that Teresa is low-key this label to now being her best friend? Think about that a little bit, guys, and let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think that the relationship between Jackie Goldschneider and Teresagiudice is a real one? Now I'm starting to wonder if Jackie Goldschneider was the one who introduced Vanessa Moretto to David Principe. Do you remember Dolores' ex-boyfriend? Apparently, Vanessa Moretto and David got introduced through a mutual friend. So I'm wondering if the mutual friend might have been Jackie Goldschneider.
I don't know. Just to tell.